There was once a little boy named Keloglan, who lived with his mother in a small village in Turkey. His mother worked in the fields all day, tending crops and trying to make enough money so that they could both have enough to eat. When he was younger, Keloglan would just play at the edge of the field with his friends. But now that he was old enough, he helped his mother out in the fields too.
Now, Keloglan was quite an unusual boy, that he loved his mother very much and worked very hard for her. But that wasn't so unusual. He also loved animals and would often play with stray cats and dogs in the street. But that wasn't so unusual either. The unusual thing about Keloglan was that he had no hair at all. That he had no hair at all. It wasn't that his hair had fallen out or anything. It has simply never grown. Other people sometimes give him funny looks, but he never let it bother him. In fact, he never really thought about it at all.
One day, Callan was helping his mother with the harvest. They had just got a good crop of wheat in, and his mother asked him to take it to the market in the next village to sell it. Callan loaded up his bag and set off. It was a long way and a hot day, but he trudged on, and eventually found somewhere in the marketplace to set down his bag. It was a good afternoon for him, lots of people wanted to buy his wheat. And late in the afternoon, he set off home again without the bag, but 3 gold coins for his mother.
Oh, what a good day. I sold all our crops at the market and I got 3 gold coins. 3! Mother will be so pleased and we'll be able to buy lots of things. Food for the whole winter. Maybe even new cooked so that we don't freeze. Last winter was so long and cold. It was horrible. We need to stay wrapped up in our blankets the whole time. At home, and by spring, we had nearly run out of food. We were just eating potatoes for every meal. Luckily, not all of them had gone bad, but with this money, we'll be able to buy lots of new things, food when we need it, and it will have a chance to go bad. We'll eat like kings. Ruff! Oh, did you hear that? A dog barked somewhere close by. I might hide. One can be never sure. Dogs are friendly. Ruff! It's getting closer. I'm going to hide and wait until the dog is gone. Ruff!
Stop barking, you stupid thing. I'm fed up with all the noise. Stop it, stop it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm teaching this dog not to bark so loudly. He barks all the time and it's driving me crazy.
Do you really think hitting him is going to help though?
There's nothing else I can do. He's too stupid.
I'm sure he isn't. Listen, I have an idea. If I give you this gold coin, will you stop hitting the dog and let him go?
1 coin doesn't seem much, but it's better than nothing. And he's too stupid and useless anyway. Yes, I'll take your coin. Thank you very much.
Here it is.
And now I'll be on my way. Good day to you.
Good day to you. Oh, what a horrible old lady.
Yes, she is a nasty piece of work. I've lived with her for many years and she never gives me much food to eat and just hits me with the stick all the time. I am so grateful to you for saving me. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Let me come with you on your travels though, and perhaps someday I'll find a way to help you as you have helped me.
Well, I can't imagine how you might be able to help me. I live a simple life with my mother, tending the crops and selling, and we're very happy with just the 2 of us. But you might never know what might happen, and it would be nice to have your company for the walk. So you're welcome to join me.
And so Keloglan and the dog set off to Keloglan's house. Keloglan wasn't too sure what would his mother say that now he was bringing a dog home. But he was sure that she would say he done the right thing when he saved the dog. So they chatted happily as they trudged along mile after mile back to Keloglan's village.
Phew. Nearly home, dog. I must say, it's very nice to have someone to talk to on these long walks. Normally, I just talk to myself, or I look at the clouds in the sky.
And it's very nice for me to have someone so kind to talk to. Nobody was kind where I used to live. You saw how the old woman would hit me with a stick, and she almost never gave me any food.
Wow.
Don't leave me here. The old woman might break her promise and come back to get me again.
Ow!
What was that? It sounded like someone was in pain. Oh, hello. Who are you? What is your name? Are you okay? What's the matter?
Hi, my name is Ahmed, and no, I'm not okay. The man over there has been bullying me again.
That's horrible. Why was he doing that?
He thinks it's fun. He comes and finds me whenever he's bored and starts bullying me again. Oh no, here he comes. I'm gonna hide.
Hey, have you seen a young boy around here?
Why do you want to find him?
Oh, I was just playing with him and he ran away.
Well, I have seen a young boy around here, but he said that you were bullying him for not working hard enough. So, no, I'm not going to tell you where you went.
Oh, so he did go this way. Right, I'll go and find him then.
Not so fast. I have an idea. How about I give you something in return, and if you promise to leave the boy from now on?
You give me something? What can a poor boy like you offer me?
I sold some wheat at the market today. Here, take this gold coin that I earned. But remember, you also had a bargain. Leave that boy alone from now on.
1 coin doesn't seem much, but it's better than nothing. I'll be on my way then. Good day to you.
Ahmet, where are you? It's safe to come out now. He's gone and he won't be tormenting anymore. I promise.
Thank you so much for saving me from him. I don't know how to repay you. May I accompany you on your travels? Perhaps someday I may be to help you as you have helped me.
Well, I already have a traveling companion. He's a dog who seems to be rather scared of humans.
Please don't leave me here. The old man will find me and will start bullying me.
Very well then. You can join us. Dog, are you there? Ruff! Hey, this boy's my friend now too. I rescued him in the same way as I rescued you. We're all going to travel together, so you might as well try to get on with each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. I promise always to be kind to him. How could I not be when he is your friend and I owe you so much?
And so Ahmet joined Keloglan and the dog, and they set off towards Keloglan's village once more. The first few miles were a bit tricky, because Ahmet so obviously did not trust the dog, and the dog so obviously did not trust Ahmet. But gradually they got used to each other, and by the time they got to a forest near Keloglan's village, the three of them were firm friends.
It was evening and getting dark when they got to the forest. Since Keloglan had been at the market all afternoon and then had to walk the many miles home. The forest looked dark and a bit scary, and Keloglan was glad that he had his friends with him. They each took a deep breath and set off on the path, while the forest gradually got darker around them.
It's kind of creepy in here, isn't it? Yes, I don't know why, but it does feel a bit strange. Why are we whispering?
Good point. Not like no one's here around us to hear us, is there? Hey, what's that noise?
Let's keep whispering, okay? It sounded like someone was dropping some wood.
Yes, I'm sure that's what it was. Yes, look, over there.
Phew, I was worried for a minute.
Nothing to be scared of after all.
Ah! What's the matter?
A huge snake just tried to bite me. Didn't you see it?
No, I didn't see anything. Sorry. Oh, that snake.
Yes, it's huge. I can't cut wood with that in the way. It will bite me and I will die. I'll have to chop its head off. Then it will leave me alone.
Don't do that.
Oh no.
Why do you have to chop its head off? Can't you just wait for it to go away? I'm sure it doesn't want to hurt you.
But I need the wood so that I can sell it and make enough money to feed my family. I need to chop up that log.
I still have one gold coin left. I could give this to the woodcutter and to stop him from killing the snake. Then he'll be able to buy food for his family. But then I can't take any more money home to Mother.
It's up to you, Keloglan.
Well, I can't let the snake die. Mr. Woodcutter, I have a proposal. Here, I have a gold coin, the last of my money I made selling our wheat at the market today. If I give it to you, will you leave the snake alone?
But of course I will. With that coin I can easily buy food to feed my family for a few weeks.
Well, here it is.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's that. At least that's the main thing. The snake survived.
Thank you for saving me. I owe you my life, and you have done a great deed today. For I am son of Snake Emperor, and will someday be Snake Emperor myself. My father will want to meet you. Will you come home with me? So my father can thank you for your kindness.
Well, I was going to go straight home because my mother will be wondering where I am. But meeting the Snake Emperor, that's not something you get to do every day. I would be very happy to come and meet your father, so as long as I can bring my friends with me. But, so as long as we can also go straight home afterwards.
But of course, follow me.
So, Keloglan and his friends followed the snake deep into the forest. Soon they had left the main path and walked along tiny little paths barely wide enough for a single person. A few times Keloglan nearly lost sight of the snake, but the dog had excellent night vision and helped him and Amit stay on the path.
After about 20 minutes, they reached a small hill, and Keloglan groaned at the thought of having to climb it. But the snake led them off to one side, towards a pile of boulders at the foot of the hill. The snake vanished into it, and Keloglan and his friends followed along after him as best they could. After a short while, the tunnel opened out, and they found themselves in a large cave-in.
Welcome to my father's palace. This is Great Hall, the buried center of powers. Father, are you here?
Yes, my son, welcome home. But who are these creatures? Why have you brought 2 humans and a dog into our sacred halls?
Father, this boy and his friends saved my life. I was in forest, my own business, resting next to a when a woodcutter came along and tried to chop it up. Of course, I jumped and looked around and see what's going on, and then
Well,
to
in that
cut
case,
my head. But this boy stopped him. He had just 1 coin left, and he gave the woodcutter and returned my life.
well, in that case, your guests are more than welcome here. I'm very grateful to you for saving my son's life. He's my only heir, and he will be Snake Emperor here someday when I am dead. I would like to give you a present from the Snake Kingdom as a token of my thanks. What would you like?
Well,
Ask for gold. Yes, then you can take it to your mother.
may I have a gold coin, Your Majesty, to replace the one that I gave to the woodcutter. I want to take it home to our mother so she can buy food for us for the winter.
A single gold coin? Is that all you ask? You have done me and my kingdom such a great favor. I will give you anything you wish for.
Ask him for the royal seal, and he gives under his tongue. He will seal all what your wishes will come true, and you have do to ask will be given.
Can't ask for that. That's too much, too valuable.
Go on, you saved my life and helped the food to our snake kingdom. My father won't mind, and will help your mother buy clothes and food for the winter.
Well,
If you're sure.
oh, great Emperor, if I could have one thing from your kingdom, it would be the royal seal that you keep under your tongue.
My royal seal. My boy, you ask for my most prized possession. But it is worthless compared to the life of my son. And I will give it to you willingly. Here it is.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty.
And now be off. I'm sure your mother is waiting for you at home. And you have some good news for her. And remember, you have my eternal gratitude.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Keloglan, Armit and the dog wriggled back out of the tunnel and set off back through the forest. The snake came with them to show them the way back to the main path, but in the dark they nearly lost him a few times. Luckily, the dog's night vision was able to save them again.
Once they were back on the main path, it only took them a few minutes to get out of the forest. Then they were nearly back at Keloglan's village. They hurried past the first few houses and down the main street until they reached Keloglan's house. Keloglan wasn't too sure if his mother would still be awake. It was very late after all. So he quietly unlocked the door and let his friends inside.
Here we are now.
Now, if you sleep by the fire, you'll be nice and warm during the night. My bed's over there. I don't think my mother's still awake.
What time do you call this? I was worried sick. Where have you been? You've been away for hours. Did you sell the wheat? And who is that? And where did you get this dog? Why have you brought them home with you?
Well, Mother, it's a long story. I did sell all the wheat at the market and I got 3 gold coins.
3 gold coins. Well done. Where are they?
Well, Mother, on my way home, I found a boy who was being bullied by an old man. He was forcing him to work as a slave. He couldn't escape. The old man wouldn't stop until I gave him one of my gold coins. So I did.
So you
That's
gave
what
away
Albert
one
is
of
here.
the gold coins for a waif.
Mother, Albert is my friend. I've always wanted a brother.
He saved my life, madam, and I'm eternally grateful. I'll help him in any way I can.
But you've still got 2 gold coins left, haven't
Well,
you?
Mother, a little earlier, I met an old woman hitting a dog.
Don't tell me you gave her the other 2 coins in return for a dog.
No, Mother, but I did give her one of them. She never gave the dog any food, Mother. He was starving.
Indeed, I was, Madame. I owe my life to your son, and I will help him in any way I can.
So you brought home a waif and a stray, but I'm glad you still got 1 gold point piece left. Anyway.
Well,
What?
as we were coming home through the forest, we saw a woodcutter trying to kill a snake. The woodcutter needed wood so that he could sell it, so he could buy food for his family. So I gave him the gold piece so he would leave the snake alone.
So you gave all that money, all that we gone, and we have nothing to show for it? That's terrible. What will we do this winter? Now, with no money for food or warm clothes, I thought you learned last winter how hard it could be. But now this one will be much worse.
Well, Mother, it's okay. I'll make everything better. I have a plan. I'll marry the princess in the big city and become very rich. Then I'll be able to make a new life for you as well. and you'll never have to worry about being hungry or cold again.
And how would you do that? Ahmed and this dog can't help you do that.
Well, when I saved the snake, he took us to meet his father, the snake emperor, and he gave me his royal seal for saving his life. The seal is magical, Mother, and if you hold it under your tongue, anything you wish for will be granted. It will make everything better.
I'll believe that when I see it. I can't believe you gave all that 3 gold coins and now eat this bread. You've had a long day and then go to bed. Ahmed and the dog can sleep on the mat by the fire. Good night.
Good night, Mother. I'll show her. Just you wait and see. Good night, you two.
Good night.
The next morning, Callan said goodbye to his mother and set off for the big city with Ahmed and the dog. His mother was so upset about losing the 3 gold coins because she didn't really believe that the Snake Emperor's royal seal would help. So she was quite glad to have him out of the house for a while.
The city was far too much to walk, but the 3 friends managed to find a hay wagon going to the city, and the driver let them climb up on the hay and have a lift. Eventually, they began to pass small houses on the outskirts of the city, and as they got nearer to the palace, the houses became larger and grander until they reached the central square of the city, where the palace was.
Keloglan and his friends climbed down the cart, thanked the driver, and went to look for the king.
Wow! This place is amazing.
The houses are huge. I bet the people who live here eat well, not just leftovers.
Yes, and I bet the dogs get bones with meat on them, not just dry things to chew.
Hey, we'll find you some food soon. I want to speak to the king first. Excuse me, how do I get to speak to the king, please?
Why do you want to speak to the king?
Well, I've heard the princess is very beautiful and I would like to marry her, but I thought I'd better ask the king first.
You marry the princess? A poor boy like you? Ha! The king will never agree. Not in a million years.
Well, can't I ask him in person?
This must be a joke, but even the king needs entertainment sometimes. And he'll find you very amusing, I'm sure. You're in luck, actually. Look, here he comes now. Have you had a good day, sir?
Why, yes, I have. Thank you, my good man.
Please, may I ask you something, Your Majesty?
Ask away.
Please, Your Majesty, may I marry your daughter, the princess?
Marry my daughter? Ha ha ha! What a good joke. Did you organize this? Very funny.
No, sir. He came up with this joke all by himself.
It's not a joke!
Ha 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 ha! Very good.
I thought you'd find it funny.
Sir, I'm serious.
Alright, joke's over. Of course you can't marry my daughter, a poor boy like you. My daughter's accustomed to the finest things in life. She lives in this magnificent palace you see behind you. It's only the finest foods, is dressed in the finest silk, and has the best musicians and dancers to entertain her. Anybody who would like to marry her must be able to provide all that and more. Before I would consider them, to offer anything less is an insult to her.
Well, sir, I think I can do that.
He really is very funny. This little boy.
Very funny. Yes, sir.
How will you do that, eh? Will your friends and this dog help you? I don't think so.
Just wait to see, Your Majesty.
Yes, very funny. Now I must go in for my dinner. Thank you for the laugh. Soldier, you may be promoted to captain.
Why, thank you very much, sir. That's very kind of you. I did try to warn you, but thanks for helping me. You got me a promotion. Here's a silver coin. Take it and buy some food for you and your friends or something.
Thank you, sir, but I don't need the coin.
I guess it's time to find out if the magic seal really works or not.
Have you got it?
Yes, I've still got it under my tongue. So, here it goes. Seal, if you are really magical, please give me a palace here in the market square that is more magnificent than even the Kingsfield, with the finest foods and dresses, musicians and dancers for the beautiful princess.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
It worked! Hooray!
How on earth did you do that?
What was that? I just had thunder and saw lightning on a sunny day. What is that?
Well, sir, that is my palace. You told me I would at least need a palace as fine as yours, so I built one. Inside are the finest food and finest dresses and the finest food for her to eat and the finest musicians and dancers for her entertainment.
Well, I did not expect that. How on earth did you do that?
Father, what was all that noise? What's going on out there?
It's the princess. I heard she was beautiful, but that doesn't seem enough. She's stunningly pretty, and I might get to marry her.
Well, my dear, I was just coming back from the Duke's house when this young man asked if he might marry you. Obviously, I thought he was joking. I mean, just look at him. I told him he could marry you if he built you a palace fit for your lifestyle, and against all expectations, he has.
You mean this boy here? You built me a palace?
Yes, princess, I built it especially for you, and I hope you like it. I made sure it's well stocked with the finest foods and dresses for you, and I made sure there's musicians and dancers to keep you entertained there too. Like your father said, I would very much like to marry you, but I want you to live as happily as you would at your father's palace.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Father, may I marry him and go live there?
Well, you don't look like much, but a man who can build a palace like that in no time flat is exactly the sort of man I would like as a son-in-law, so that's fine with me.
Hooray!
And so, Kellan and the princess were married that very same day and went to live in Kellan's new palace together. They were very happy together, and the princess was even happier than she had been in her father's palace. As he had promised, Kellan also sent for his mother. He gave her a granny flat of her own in the palace to live in, and made sure that she had fine new clothes, and she ate the palace's fine foods too. Kellan's friends, Ahmet and the dog, also moved into the palace.
All in all, they were very happy. So happy, in fact, Kellan wished for nothing more. And so his new wife never found out about the magic powers of the snake Emperor Seal. He hid his way in a small room inside the palace and almost forgot about it.
As the king's new son-in-law, Keloglan sometimes had to accompany the king on his trips to visit other kings or the members of nobility. Even with dancers and musicians to entertain her, Princess often got bored while he was away, and would go to the market in the square to amuse herself.
Oh, what a glorious day. I do love living in Keloglan's palace, but it's nice to be outside too, looking at all the meats and spices and other interesting foods on sale here. Oh, here's a nice stall. What pretty beads and necklaces you have here.
Yes, my dear, they're pretty, aren't they? Would you like to buy anything?
I'll have a look first. Oh, this blue one's pretty. Oh, and this yellow one. Oh, and this one will make a lovely necklace.
They are very fine beads, very rare, very good quality, all the way from China. You would do well to buy them. You won't have any other opportunity like this.
Yes, please. I'd like the blue ones and the yellow ones then. Oh, the palace treasurer is away today. I can't get to any of my money. Will you be here tomorrow?
Unfortunately not, Princess. Tomorrow I must travel on. I'm ever searching for new places to find beads to sell.
Oh, that's annoying.
Princess, I have an idea. I collect old seals, especially royal ones. Might you have any of those in the palace? Could you give me something like that in return for the beads?
Maybe. I was exploring it the other day and found something you might like in a dusty old room. I'll go find it. Perhaps I could give you that for the beads?
My plan is working. I've been looking for one particular seal for a long time. I hope this is what I think this is.
Here, I found it. Would you like to trade this for the beads?
Why, yes, my dear. That would be perfect. Thank you very much. Here are your beads, and now I shall be off. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you.
At last, this seal's mine. Wishes only last long as the person who made the wish owns the seal, which means the palace should be disappearing soon. I'll run before anyone suspects me.
What on earth just happened? I was downstairs in the palace and the walls vanished from around me. The whole thing's just disappeared.
How lucky that we were both downstairs when it happened, or we might have fallen from a height.
Hey!
What's all the noise? Where did the palace go? My boy, when you married my daughter, you promised to give her the same lifestyle that she was accustomed to with me. Since you clearly can't do that anymore, I think it's best for her to return living with me. Was the whole palace a trick? This is outrageous! God, arrest him!
Yes, sir.
No, Father, that's not fair.
You have nowhere else to live. If you can't magic his palace back into existence, you live with me or you're homeless. God, get him!
Yes, sir.
Please don't arrest me. I need to get my palace back for the princess. And how do you...
And do you know how to do that?
No, not yet anyway.
Well, work it out then. Fast!
Can I still arrest him, sir?
No, not until I say.
Please?
No,
Just a little bit?
not yet.
Yes, sir.
Off you go now.
Yes, sir.
I'm so sorry, princess. I don't want you to sleep on the streets tonight.
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Go back with the king to his palace for now. But I'll be back with a proper home for you as soon as possible. I promise.
I love you, Keloglan. Come back soon.
As soon as I can, princess. I love you too.
Curve soppiness. Come on, daughter.
Oh, mother, what am I going to do? The seal was just in the palace, and now I have no idea how to find it again. Without it, we can never get our life back here again.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find a way. In any case, we've been very happy here. Maybe it's just time to go back home.
No! I want to stay with my wife, the princess, and she couldn't come back to our house in the village. Her father would never allow that.
Well, let's have a think and see what we can do.
What's going on? Why are you both so sad?
More importantly, where did the palace go?
I don't know where the palace went, but I had the seal in it, so I can't get it back. The princess has nowhere to live except with her father, so she's gone back to his palace, and I can't see her again until I have my palace back. That's why I'm so sad.
Oh no.
Well, I think I know where the seal may be, but I have to cross the river in the forest to get there, and I can't swim.
Well, I don't know where the seal is, but I can swim. I will come with you, and together we will find the seal and bring it back for you, Keloglan.
Thank you. You're true friends.
You helped us when we most needed it. Now it is time for us to repay that for you. We'll be back as soon as possible. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, mother, it's hard to think that they might be able to find it, but I suppose we just have to hope, don't we?
Yes, we'll wait and hope, and in the meantime, we can keep busy. We'll need to find somewhere to sleep and some food to eat until they get back. Let's go.
So, Callan and his mother both found jobs in the city. Callan became a messenger, taking post around the city, and his mother worked for a bakery, baking delicious bread and cakes for the people of the city. They found a little room to live in, and just about managed to get by, helped by the leftover bread and cake that Callan's mother sometimes brought back from the bakery.
Meanwhile, Ahmet and the dog journeyed back towards the same forest in which they had met the snake. They travelled quickly and soon reached the river that Ahmet had been worried about.
Oof, I'm tired. I'm so glad to see the river and have a drink.
Me too. I've been following the scent of that beet seller, and he gets to here and then stops. So now what? I'm pretty sure he crossed the river, but I don't think there is a bridge.
Oh dear, now what do we do? I've never learned to swim.
Well, I'm a good swimmer. Just jump on my back and I'll take you across.
That's very kind of you, but are you sure I won't be too heavy?
No, I think I'm a strong enough swimmer for both of us, and we definitely need to get across so that we can keep following the trail.
Well, that's very kind of you, thank you.
So when we pick up the trail again on the other side, what are we going to do?
Follow it, of course.
Well, yes, but how will we get the seal back?
Don't worry, I'll think of a plan. Let's go. Are you sure about this? I hate water.
Of course I'm sure. You might get a bit damp, but you'll be perfectly safe.
I don't like damp either.
Well, we can't leave Keloglan in this mess. He helped us, now it's our turn to help him.
You're right. I'll already be damp and free of that horrible old man that have to work for him all the time and get bullied for my effort. Let's go. Ooh, this is cold.
What did you expect? It's a river.
I don't like cold.
Stop being a wimp. Here we go.
Oh, I really don't like this. Ah, I just got splashed. I really hate this.
Come on. We're nearly there. See? Not too bad. And it's all over now.
Yuck. Never again. Nasty wet stuff water.
Now, the scent trail goes this way.
Hey, is that a cottage I see?
Maybe the beet seller lives there. Let's go and find that seal.
Still dripping wet, Ahmed and the dog set off towards the little cottage. As they got closer, through the window they could see the beet seller was asleep in front of the fire.
However, they weren't sure how to get in until Ahmet found an unlocked door at the back, which they were able to push open. Quietly, they crept through the house, making as little noise as they could because they didn't want to wake up the beet seller. Finally, they found a room where he was asleep and crept inside.
Okay, so he probably got that under his tongue so that he can make the wish, right?
Probably yes, but how will we know?
There, I saw it when he opened his mouth. It is in there. How on earth are we gonna get it though?
Well, I think I'm too heavy to climb up and stick a paw in his mouth without waking him, so I guess you have to do it.
No, I think I'm already too heavy too. Here, I got an idea. I'll catch that mouse and see if we can get it to help us. You go back to the kitchen and find some pepper. You go strong pulse, so you might be able to grind them up as well.
But how will that help?
I'll explain when you're back.
All right, I'll get the pepper.
Gotcha!
Ah, please don't hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you, I just want your help.
I'll happily help you if you'll promise me not to eat me.
I promise not to eat you, and I promise my friend the dog won't eat you either.
You have a friend who was a dog?
Yes, but I promise, bro, he won't eat you. Don't worry, and we're good friends. Now listen, the man asleep in that chair has a seal in his mouth, under his tongue, and we need to fetch it for our friend Keloglan. Both of us are too heavy to even go on him and get it, but with your small size and nipple pulse, you'll be able to do it much, much better.
That's all very well, but how am I supposed to get him to open his mouth? I'm too small to push his jaw.
That's the other half of the prod, bro. Very good timing. This is my new friend, the mouse. Mouse meet dog. Dog meet mouse.
Pleased to meet you.
Did you get the pepper?
Yes, here it is.
Now look, I'm gonna rub this pepper onto your tail. When you climb up on his shoulder, flick your tail near his nose. That way, he'll hopefully sneeze the seal towards us.
Okay, so I just climb and flip my tail at him. I can do that.
Be careful. Don't wake him up before you're ready.
This is so tense. I can't stand it.
Shush.
I'm nearly there.
Thank you. Thank you, little mouse. Now let's run before he breaks up properly.
Hey, what are you doing in my house? Get out! Must have been some strays. I'll go back to sleep.
The mouse went straight back into his mouse hole, while Armit the dog ran out of the unlocked door and all the way back to the river, with the seal tucked safely in Armit's pocket. Although they didn't think the bead seller was following them, they wanted to get as far away as possible before he realized that the seal was missing.
When they got to the river, neither of them hesitated. Ahmad jumped straight back on the dog's back, and the dog swam as hard as he could for the opposite shore. Despite not liking the water, Ahmad was very brave and didn't complain at all, because he wanted to get back to the town and give the seal to Keloglan as quickly as possible. On the far bank, they ran and ran all the way to the town, where they found Keloglan in the marketplace.
Hey, Keloglan.
Over here.
Oh, my friends, you're back. How did you get on?
We got what we went for. Here's your seal back again.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. You're the best friend I could ever wish for.
Thinking of wishes, you've got a palace to get back.
Oh yes, so I do. I'll just pop the seal in my mouth. Now, seal, bring back my palace, please, with all the food and the fine silks and musicians and dancers, so that my princess and I can live together again.
There it is.
It's back.
Hooray!
What was all that noise? Oh, hello, you two. Oh, Keloglan, your palace is back. How did that happen?
Keloglan.
Can I arrest him now, sir?
No, he's brought his palace back. Of course not.
Yes, sir.
How did you manage to get it back?
Well, the palace came from a magic seal given to me by the Snake Emperor after I helped his son. When the seal was stolen from the princess, the palace vanished. But now, my friends Armor and the dog have tracked down the thief and have returned the seal to me.
Well, I never.
Amazing.
It just goes to show you that even though friends might not look like much, they will help out each other together. We can achieve miracles.
I agree, and to celebrate this friendship, we will hold a banquet for all the townspeople this evening in this very square.
Yes, sir.
Let the feast begin!
And that was that, really. Keloglan moved back into his palace with his wife, the beautiful princess, and his mother moved back into the granny flat at the back of the palace. Ahmet and the dog were both made knights of the kingdom for their part in helping Keloglan, and they all lived happily ever after.